Want to grow your business and take it to the next level? Well, here we all are, and we are going to show you how through hard work, perseverance, and a little help and know-how, you can take things to the next level and push the success of your business even further. Let's get going.
Welcome everyone, Paul Wright here, and the next episode of the Practiceology Podcast, where we teach allied health business owners the science of running a profitable and successful health business that works without you. And scouring the globe in Practiceology tentacles, reached out to Barbara Hales from the beautiful Florida. G'day, Barbara. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Now, highly qualified. Barbara's a medical doctor, so it's Dr. Barbara Hales. She worked in obstetrics and gynecology for 3 decades. She holds patents in both America and European markets. She's an expert in the promotion of ideas which serve to educate and enlighten an audience, which is why she's written 4 best-selling books. She's appeared in over 50 radio stations, as well as on major national TV networks, but her crowning glory has to be she's now featured on the Practiceology Podcast. She's a keynote speaker, unparalleled experience in writing and marketing for the health community. And we're going to see what Barbara can deliver for us today. Barbara, thanks again for joining us. Great to have you.
Well, you may be right. Your podcast may be my crowning glory.
Now, so you know the format. We have 7 minutes to give great information to our audience. I'm ready to start the timer and we're away. Dr. Barbara Hales, who is your ideal client?
My ideal client is the doctor and health professionals who are running a practice but have absolutely no marketing system in place, or one that is ineffective, so they may be the best kept secret in their field, which, Paul, is never a good thing.
Yeah, okay. Question 2. So the problem you solve as a result of their no marketing, no visibility, what's the problem you're helping them with?
Yeah, absolutely. I show professionals and their staff how to increase their visibility, boost their rankings on search engines, and attract a flow of ideal new patients.
Okay, so question 3 with about 6 minutes left. So what's the typical symptom that your clients or people experience when they don't have great visibility or they're not ranking well? What happens?
Well, when that happens, they're on page 25 of Google and other search engines instead of page 1. So digitally, they don't exist. They may have no reviews and a poor website, so that those who actually get on it don't even know what services are provided or the next step to take.
Okay, and we don't learn any of this at college or university. We open our businesses and wonder why we can't work it out. So question 4, so with about 5.5 minutes left. So what are the common mistakes Barbara, that people make when they don't have good online visibility and they're not present or not visible?
Well, Paul, in healthcare, your reputation is everything. 8 out of 10 patients will go online to see how you are rated and your reviews before making an appointment with you, even if friends and family have referred you. Not knowing that people are rating you is a big mistake. Not asking satisfied and loyal patients at the time you've rendered services to rate and review you is another big mistake.
All right. So what can they do, Barbara, if we've worked out they've got a problem with their online visibility? What can they do to fix it? What's the something they do themselves without us that can help them get some visibility or solve it for themselves?
Yes, well, the first thing that you can do is go and register with Google Alert so that you know when people are talking about you online or rating you in various online sites. Then you could respond to it right away without a problem festering. Google provides that for free. In addition to that, going on Google Analytics, so you see what works for yourself and what doesn't, which is also free, is another good tip.
So sorry, Google Alert. So you register on Google Alert, and what do you get a notification when someone has done a review, or what do you get notified about?
Well, if you register with Google Alert with whatever term, whether it's your name, your practice name, or keywords, anytime that people are talking about it, whether it's social media or in their own website, as soon as, no matter where it is across the board, your name is listed, you pop up into your feed and they say who it is that spoke to you and where you could find it.
And what do you do then? So you need to respond to that. So it means you're becoming aware of what's happening online. Is that kind of the angle?
Yes, definitely. It's something that you would respond to. Let's say, for instance, you went into a social media site and you posed a question and people responded, or people ask you questions in a forum and chat line. You would want to not ignore that. You would want to respond to them, but without having to troll that every day. Google Alert will tell you so that you could pop into that site and respond accordingly.
Beautiful. I didn't know that. Wow. Question 6 with about 3 minutes left. So what's a valuable free resource, Barbara? What can people do to get more information and help their business? What have you got for them?
You can get lots of valuable information from my website, themedicalstrategist.com.
I love the name.
But for your audience, Paul, we have a free guide called Top 5 Things You Can Do Right Now to Grow Your Practice, and an additional guide called 5 Steps to Build Your Brand on Social Media, which you can use as a checklist. You can request both of them with no charge at barbara@barbarahalesmd.com, and that's HALES.
Brilliant. So Barbara, with about a minute and a half left, what's the one question that I should have asked you that would give great value to our Practiceology audience?
Well, a question you could have asked is, how can you drive traffic to your website? Because of course, people want to know who you are, what services that you render, and that is best illustrated by your website itself. I advise my clients to register a stellar profile on each social media site, regardless of whether they will be active on that site. It's free to do, and with highlighted keywords that represent you, people will go to your website to learn more about your practice and what services you provide after seeing the profile on the social media site.
I like to think I'm pretty up to date with stuff, and I always, every time I talk to you guys, I go, oh no, there's something else I haven't thought about, I haven't done. The point, I suppose, you can be all over this or think you are, but unless you know an expert who does a lot of it every day, they keep up to this stuff, you get left behind pretty easy as a health professional, don't you?
Well, that's true. But Paul, I have a saying that, I like to learn at least one new thing every day. The trick is to learn it early in the day so that you can relax the rest of it.
Well, it's early day for me, so I've learned something already, so I'm in front. Barbara Hales, thanks for joining us on the Practiceology Podcast.
Thank you so much, Paul.
And if you haven't already registered and watched our regular or monthly webinar, the demonstration of Practiceology, go to mypracticeology.com and I'll see you on the next episode.